Hello to everyone, I'm Giovanna Zara for Faber-Castell and today I'll show you how to make from scratch a soft toy. We make a smaller version of this koala, at least in my mind is a koala, to put in the pocket of his or her mum. And we add a lovely texture with texture gem here and texture looks on the ear of the soft toy. And the fabric was white and we painted with gelatos. So what we need? We need the fabric, the gelatos. I use the bright colors, the bright set, and texture looks, gold and pearl, texture gem, some stencil, the 101, and a pen for the permanent set, black set. A piece of acetate sheet and the templates. You can find a lot of internet. This is the large one and the other one is the small one that we use in this video. And scissor, palette knife, a pencil, water and some fluffy to put inside our soft toy. So we can start. I take my fabric and I trace out the shape of one of the stencil from the kit, just to show you how big it is, and I cut out the rectangular shape. Here later I draw the shape of the koala on my soft toy, so I cut twice, one for the back and one for the front. I take the piece of acetate or my palette of my non-stick craft sheet and my gelatos. I'm using the warm colors, so I'm not mixing warm and cold colors from the color wheel. I take the fabric and I spray light with water. I scribble the gelatos on my sheet, on my acetate sheet, and I just scribble with water, and then I mop or clean my piece of fabric. So you get a very unexpected, unpredictable result every single time. But I love this light background to design later. So I'm happy with it. And when the fabric is still wet, I draw very simple doodle, flower, spiral, hearts, circle with the gelatos. It's very simple, but you can use also a stencil if you don't like to draw and draw. So I fill all the fabric of the square, and now since the fabric is wet, I smudge the gelatos to mix, to blend better in the fabric. I add more yellow to accent some areas and more dark pink. Okay, until you are perfectly happy. Carry on with smudging to blend the colors together. And then I'm adding more yellow. Okay, I'm pretty happy with it. So I make the back. I decided to make a plain back just because of the time of the video. It's already long, it's long enough. Okay, made the same, scribble some gelatos, and now I crumble my piece of fabric. Okay, happy with it, and now I iron the fabric, so I set the color. And I carry on without waiting. Carry on with my soft toy. I'm using a piece of paper underneath and no steam. So the colors are set. Now I trace out the shape of the koala. You can use a cat or a dog or an abstract shape. Here we are, the power of the video, and cut it out the excess fabric. I don't cut the back because it's simple, it's easier for me to sew. Okay, now I add the texture using the texture looks in gold and in pearl. I start with the gold. I take my stencil, the hexagons ones, and I just decorate one of the corner of the fabric. Very little bit of texture looks, so it dries very fast and the fabric is still flexible underneath. Now I'm cleaning my palette knife and I'm taking the texture looks in pearl, put a small quantity on my sheet. I scribble the gelatos, the darker one, and I just mix very well the texture looks with the gelatos, so I get in a nice pink shade. I take another stencil. There are 10 stencils in this kit, in this package, and I just scrape through the stencil with my palette knife. I'm using a small quantity, so very crisp and with a lovely shining effect. Okay, now I set aside to dry. Wait more than me, because I didn't wait enough, maybe 1 hour, a couple of hours, and then I put front against front and I pin, so it's easy to sew. I sew all the fabric, leaving a small opening at the bottom to fill with the stuffing. Okay, now it's very fast video. I cut all around, so now I cut the back. It's easier for me to sew. I'm not very expert at sewing, but it's okay. I love to sew and to incorporate fabric in my mixed media project. Okay, I make some cutting here along the cord, the carved piece, the carved part of the toys, and then I flip down. I don't know in English this is correct to say. Just helping you with the pencil. Flipped it over. I think it's flip it over. All right. Take care of the corners, of every corners, and you are almost done. Okay, now you put the fluffing, and then I design the feature. I prefer this way, but if you are enough confident, you can draw the feature before to put the fluffing. But in this way I know exactly where the feature are, not having any bad surprise after. Okay, I'm happy with it, and now I'm drawing the feature of my soft toy. I take a pencil, just take a pencil, the middle, and I draw the nose and the eyes. And now I take in a permanent black pen, also from Faber-Castell, and I draw the feature. To fill the nose and the eyes, I'm using a black gelatos, picking the colors with the water brush, and I fold and I fill the areas. We've almost done. Now the last touch, using the texture gems. It's very easy to use, just squish and release the paint. Better to set aside to dry overnight. And now I trace out the flowers. You get a very beautiful and shining effect. Just carry on slow, pressing lightly the tube. It's very easy and if you make some mistake, just clean with your finger. I'm using the gold and the pearl. We've almost done. Remember, of course, to sew the bottom of the soft toy. Okay, and now the power of the television. Here we are, done and sew. You can see all the perfect details and the texture. I hope you enjoy this video and we'll see next time. Ciao!